that is dealing in much of trade and all those things. But of course, it is now for the importers. We are going to be speaking about the newly launched or the electronic portal that was established, which is quite interesting. And yes, as of Friday 1st, that's when we got the public notice from UNBS, and that's what we're going to be discussing. How have the previous systems been? How is this one going to help? And all those things, as you might know. And now, to discuss all this, of course, we have to get someone technical from UNBS to tell us more about this new electronic portal, or the new e-portal, which has been put forward for us to use. And now this is Mr. Mathias Kaleebi, who is a senior inspector at UNBS. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you and the viewers. I am proud to be part of this show to share with you the innovations at UNBS that are aimed at enhancing trade facilitation this morning.
It's a pleasure to have you indeed. So, well, if we can straight away start the discussion by you letting us know what this e-portal is. What specifically is it for someone who is green about it out there?
Well, look, maybe before we dive directly into our topic of discussion today, someone who's just viewing us for the first time may wonder what is UNBS and what is all about UNBS. UNBS is a statutory government body established by an act of parliament, and with the main objective or mandate of developing standards and promoting their use. The mandate of UNBS is twofold. It is both promotional and regulatory. Promotional, the activities of creating awareness, activities of developing standards, but even educating the users of standards. But the other side of regulation comes into play when the players in the field are not following the laid out procedures and requirements. So you come in on that side to enforce. Our head office is at Weyogerere, in the Weyogerere Industrial Business Park. That's where our head office is. And we have a leader who is the accounting officer, the executive director, Engineer James Kasigwa is our ED. UNBS is spread across the country. We have regional offices in Mbarara, Mbale, Gulu, Lira, and even here in the central. We also cover entry points, the major borders into Uganda. That's Busia, Malava, Elegu, Mutukula, Mirama Hills. We are even in the port of Mombasa, because as you are aware, we are now in the East African community. So our traditional borders, we are moved from the indigenous borders that we know and extended it to the ports. So far currently we are present in the port of Mombasa. Very briefly,
so you even go to Mombasa?
Yes,
you're supposed to be.
No. We have personnel. We have personnel that are deployed in Mombasa, and they help us to coordinate the role of imports inspection, and which import inspection is the one of the departments that enforce the standards, where the system that we are about to talk about lies. That's the department that directly uses that system to serve, to facilitate the importers and other traders in this case.
Very interesting. Yes. Okay, right. So now, would you now tell us about the e-portal system?
Well, the e-portal system is a web-based application. It is web-based. You can access it from...
Before even, what is it replacing? What was being used?
What was being used? Actually, to give you a little bit of history, UNBS became operational in 1989. But from 1989 up to around 2013, 2014, we were using manual processes.
Oh, wow.
Where you would walk in the office, you want an inspection service, and the officer that you interface with gives you an application form in a triplicate. You fill in that form and then you submit to the officer to go and evaluate your goods. So it was at until around 2014 that government of Uganda, with support from Trademark East Africa, then helped Uganda National Bureau of Standards to come up with an imports clearance system, the e-portal. And that e-portal became functional around 2015. And as you may be aware, when it comes to dealing with imports, UNBS does not work in isolation. It works closely with Uganda Revenue Authority. That is in charge of ensuring that all the cargo that comes in pays taxes. So these systems became integrated in 2017. That is the old portal that we are phasing out. But as you may be aware, with the advancement in technology and with the increase in the traffic, the old system started misbehaving, malfunction. The system goes slow, sometimes it is off, and because of the traffic, this prompted management of UNBS really to rethink and come up with a new solution, which is still web-based. So what we are saying is that we have been having an electronic system, but the new one that we have unveiled has advanced features, enhanced features, mainly to deal with issues of accountability, issues of transparency, and issues of ensuring that transactions are handled well on time. The new system monitors turnaround time. From the time you receive a transaction up the time you complete it to the next level, the system monitors. And unlike the old system, the old one, the new system directly communicates with the center. The center, I mean the levels of supervision. An officer in the field, say deployed at Busia, when they work on a consignment, the supervisor is able to follow through in real time and will get feedback. If there is any delay that manifests, it is observed in a timely manner and a solution is sought immediately. The new system has also a benefit of communicating directly with the importers. They monitor their transactions. They are able, for example, if in the process of clearing imports, we run two regimes. There is a program that requires that products covered by mandatory standards, before they are imported in the country, they undergo pre-export verification of conformity. They are assessed. So UNBS has assigned partners in countries of export to do that work on its behalf. And when the work is successful, when the products are tested and found to be complying, they are issued with a certificate of conformity. So that's the pivot program. Then there are those products that arrive here, and that pivot program has a threshold. It is subject to goods or consignments whose value is above $2,000. But there are those now that are not covered by that threshold, so they are assessed at destination, in what we call destination inspection. So when you undergo destination inspection, it is normally contentious because we pick samples and subject them to conformity assessment through testing. What I want to tell you is that the system communicates to the importer if an action of picking a sample has been taken. Because it is very contentious, sometimes we receive complaints that such and such samples were picked. So this system is able to give you real-time information, and you'll have a record, so that in the future, if there is a dispute, you receive their consignment and there are some items which are missing. You will know that maybe these went to another entity, but what went to UNBS has been accounted for, because you receive a message. Even when you are to make a payment, the system sends you the PRN automatically on your email that is registered on that TIN number. Wow. So it creates that transparency, because the business of trade has an element of brokerage. They are go-betweens between the importer and the officers of UNBS. So in between there, you may not know what will happen. Yeah. But the system is able to notify you. So if you receive any contrary information, then you have a point of reference in this case. So I was still trying to show you some of the benefits. In Uganda, there is a big problem now. Everybody and every day, everyone is crying about corruption. Yeah. Corruption is between two people. It may be more than two, but there is one who initiates it and another one. One proposes and the other may accept or reject. But the point I'm trying to build is that for me to be able to know that I am going to interface with the Luke, I know there is a program called Issues at Hand on Family TV, and it starts from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So if I'm coming to Church House, to Family TV, I will be able to predict that the person I'm going to meet is Luke. So in this new system, officers are deployed at the station, but you, the importer, you will not be able to predict in whose hands your consignment is going to land. So if you are planning to go and propose, you'll be left out. Okay. This is the kind of ingredient, kind of enhancement that we have put in this new system. You will not be able to predict. For example, now I am here at the talk show. There are roles that I play on that system. But as soon as I announce that tomorrow I will be on Family TV, the system put me off. So I cannot be here in the studio and be pretending to manipulate or to work on that system. It is programmed in such a way that if you are not supposed to be on duty, you are off duty. But the other most important ingredient in terms of supervision is the one that I talked about, of having real-time information about activities happening in the field. Because with the trade, there are normally a lot of allegations, a lot of spread of negative propaganda about processes. This system tries to deal with that. Again, probably I didn't tell you that whereas we have the mother act of UNBS, this system that we are talking about is implemented by the Imports Inspection Department. And the Imports Inspection Department is implementing the imports regulations of 2022. So those regulations have provisions. They are not provisions, they are called regulations within the regulation that give privileges to different entities. For example, the manufacturers, their raw materials are exempted. And in this new system, we have automated that process. You sit in the comfort of your home office and you raise an exemption online, you attach for us the relevant documents, and once everything is verified and they are okay, you'll receive a notification that your exemption has been granted, and the transaction on which that exemption is supposed to support you to get faster clearance will move to the next level. So this is another, and this system, like the old system, it is still integrated with the one of URA. So when you capture data in the URA system, and that transaction you are capturing has items covered by compulsory standards, the URA system will automatically send your application to the portal. So for you as an importer, you don't have to go and apply, like I explained to you in the old system, the manual system. The system does auto application on your behalf. So for you, what you just need is to walk in the office, present the cargo for verification. If the cargo, the imports, the container, the consignment is accompanied with the certificate of conformity, you'll seamlessly go through the process to the end.
Okay.
The other ingredient that is in this system is the functionality of risk management. You know, in the old system, we would have been talking about PIVOC and its benefits. When you come with a certificate, you are supposed to walk through and continue, because that's the benefit. But in the old system, we would put you in the same line. Now, this new system segregates.
Okay.
If your level of compliance has been proven over a period of time, you are put in a different lane.
Oh.
Wherever you declare, you go through seamlessly. You know, someone will ask, supposing somebody has changed, he has been compliant, the center has been compliant, but they have changed. We have another arm. When I talked about enforcement, I talked about inspection at imports level, but we also have what we call market surveillance. So when we release you on green, we monitor you anytime.
Oh,
we have the
doesn't end there.
It doesn't end there.
Okay.
We are mandated to walk in your premises at any time to verify conformity. Okay. So if we find you have the import clearance certificate, it's a given. Actually, the other issue that we automated in the new system is that auto generation of the import inspection clearance. You may import, you may come with a PIVOC, you may have an exemption letter, but at importation level, there is only one document that certifies that you are being allowed to go and use the cargo. That is the import inspection clearance certificate. Once you don't have that, then we have not affirmed that we have not approved that these products should go for use. So basically, the system, the users, that are the traders, most especially the traders, they are able to monitor each transaction on their dashboard. Percentages are allocated. If the entry or transaction has just come in the system, you will find it at 10%.
Okay. Wow.
If the officer at that station works upon that, it goes to another level, and the percentage will change to 30%. So the importer will be able to interpret that, okay, once it is at 30%, that means the person who is going to approve is the one we are awaiting. And once it is approved, it goes to 100% immediately. And once it goes to 100%, what does that mean? Because the URA system, when it sends the application to the portal, the way the system works, when the URA system sends the application to the portal, it tags it red. So when it is red, the other system of URA does not allow you to exit. So it is always waiting for the color to change. So once this side there is an approval that has been done, then the other side becomes green, and then you can exit.
Wow.
In this case, yes.
That's very crucial. By the way, maybe for the people who are not digitally friendly, Is there a provision for them? Maybe is there a team that helps them to do all these submissions, applications, and all that?
Definitely, yes. Because we have not done away with the walk-ins. You are free to walk in at the station and interact with our officers. And it is one of their cardinal roles to explain to you the procedures. Whereas this may be displayed on the websites and everywhere, but one of our roles is to give you information, is to educate the traders. So we have not closed our way and sealed ourselves and say we are working only electronically. No, the walk-ins can come for consultations and for guidance on the processes. But still, this new system, eventually, the people that use these phones that are not smartphones, in the future, they will be able to also dial, and be able to get notification, or whether they are making any inquiries on the service or they are following up on their transaction, which is being handled in the future. Those are some of the enhancements that will come in the future.
It's very interesting. Wow. So we are going to take a short break, and when we return, of course, we shall dig deeper and see how this portal is going to enhance our systems here in the country. Short break, and we return.
Issues at hand. This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. Issues at hand.
Welcome back. You are watching Issues at Hand, and today we are talking about the new electronic portal. Of course, that is by UNBS, and we have heard what it is, what it has brought on the table, and how it is, of course, a better one compared to the previous system that was being used. And of course, that is Mr. Mathias Kaleebi, who is here taking us through this discussion, and he is a senior inspector at UNBS. Now, I understand we are in a digitally friendly era, where anyone can do anything. But now I want us to look at the security bit of it, because we have seen so many people crying. Their systems are hacked, their portals are hacked, things like that. How are you prepared for this? How secure is our portal?
Thank you very much, Luke. To begin with, we'll start with the basics. But maybe even before I got the basics, I will tell you that the previous system would never prompt you to change your password.
Oh.
So you could use your password forever.
Oh, wow.
And but the new system has enhanced features.
Okay.
That after a certain period of time, you will be asked to change your password.
Oh.
Because one of the ways that hackers do is to study your pattern.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody intending to hack into the system may study your pattern, how you use your passwords. Some use their children's names, some of them use their dates of birth, and you use it forever and ever. So regular updates of your password. But this one would not only rely on you, the user. The system also prompts you.
Okay.
But that said, like I explained to you, these systems are two. There is the UNBS system and the URA system. So each system is expecting results from the other. The URA system sends the application, the officer processes it, and the URA system is waiting for results. Now, these systems communicate through a link called an API. Now, that link has levels of authentication. For example, if the results are coming, there are checks which are not visible, of course. These are not visible, they are back end. But for example, let me use an example of a road. I'm expecting the API to be coming through Kampala Road. And then the one I'm reading coming through is from Duster Street. The system will not allow.
Oh.
So it has that level of security layer, which is back end, which you cannot see. Because remember, the UNBS officer uses the electronic portal, but there is a bridge that transmits the results to Askuda World, which opens the gate for you to move out the cargo. So there is that level of security enhancement.
Okay.
Also at user login for the officers of UNBS, the inspectors, it has a two-factor authentication. If there is a prompt by someone to log onto the system, it will send you an OTP, which you have to put in to be able to proceed to the next level. You put in the password, it will send you an OTP on your email, which you should be able to access, and then you enter it to be able to proceed to the next level. That is one other area that has been enhanced in this new portal.
Okay.
But like I said, the basics. When you are not using your machine, you encourage it to log off. Don't leave the system to be on when you are not using the system, because you'll expose yourself. When the seating arrangement, I don't know whether you have visited one these entry points, the borders or the inland container depots. Like I talked about password hacking. Someone may stand before you and they are able to look at the pattern how you are entering. So the way you sit, the way we are seated here in the studio, you should sit in such a way that your clients are facing you. But if you allow a corridor that passes behind you, somebody will take a video of you entering your password, and the next thing you'll hear is that consignments have been exited using your login. In this case. So these are some of the measures that have been input. Of course, whereas the imports inspection department is the user department that operates this system, but we are hugely supported by a team of professional ICT staff at UNBS.
Okay.
So the other functionalities, the other security related functionalities are managed by that team. Observing trends on the system, seeing, reading those trends, interpreting, and then putting in measures and alerts to ensure that we ensure a safe use of the system.
Now you earlier mentioned a little bit of challenges that the older system was facing and all that. So since the launch of this one, have we experienced any challenges, or what is the response from the users themselves, the importers?
No, actually, the first week experience, the first 1, 2, 3 days, there was a little bit of we experienced some bit of delays. But after the first 1 week, the process is stabilized. And I can assure you that nowadays the client may not even realize that the transaction has been completed. So as they come before the officer to say, I have brought my cargo for verification. Remember, I told you that in the old system we had put you all in one line, whether you have a certificate of conformity or not, whether you are coming in with goods that are certified from a neighboring East African community country, you are put in the same line. Whether you are a manufacturer with raw materials that are exempted in the regulation, you are in the same line. Now, this new system, I say, they uses risk management. There's a risk management function. So once the application arrives in the dashboard, the officer will not wait for you to come. They will work on the transaction and release it even without your presence. Or there are even those, we have gone to another step where the system itself synchronizes the data that has come from URA, the data say about the exemption which is in the system, or the data about the certificate of conformity in the system, and once all those parameters are tallying, the system will automatically allow the cargo to exit. So there has been a considerable improvement in the turnaround time in the new system. You can hardly, if you have all the requirements, you can hardly spend more than 30 minutes in our login. If you have all the requirements, you cannot spend beyond 30 minutes.
Sure.
Yes.
Wow.
And like I've said, in some instances, you don't even realize. When you come, and traditionally you have just come to ask the officer, check for me this one, I need clearance. They will tell you this has already been worked on. And because we are, most of the traders, because of the challenges I explained of the old system, many had given up using it to monitor their transactions. But now we have embarked on a campaign to retrain them on how to use the system to monitor. Because even before you come to ask whether the transaction has been completed, you should be able, in the comfort of your office, to log on the system, even using your mobile phone, and you will see on the dashboard the imports clearance that has been issued. So that in that area, I can really tell you that there has been an improvement, auto clearance, but also improvement in the turnaround time. Also, you see, when I talked about an exemption, in the old system, what used to happen is that you are an entity in Bombo Road, you write a physical letter and either scan it on email and forward it, or you hand deliver it to the head office and you wait for a response. And you know, with the processes that are manual, when you write a letter and it is addressed to, say, the manager, the manager will have to allocate that transaction to the officer to handle. So if the letter arrives and the manager is in a meeting, it will take some minutes or hours without being allocated. But now the process of allocation of requests for exemption is online. So even when the manager is in a meeting, he will be able to look at his dashboard and see the transactions that the officers below him have recommended for approval, and he approves them.
Okay.
Without going through the manual files, and because they have done all the due diligence, the system allows them to upload up to a certain number of documents. So that has also reduced. So the cost that you would incur in terms of transport, in terms of time, in terms of the stationery, you are saved of that.
Okay.
Because now you are able to do it online using the same data which you subscribe to for your office, to use email and any other services. So it saves, and that is our ultimate goal, intention. We want as much as possible to give our service in a manner that will lower the cost of doing business.
Okay.
Because once the cost of business remains high, then the accessing quality products becomes costly. And once accessing quality products becomes very costly, then the users opt for the lower quality.
Okay.
Because I cannot go without mentioning that when you go on the market, you find two types of products. There are those that have gone through checks, but we are also, remember, we have porous borders.
Yes.
So products that have not been assessed may access the market. So if they access the market and then the quality product is very expensive, then the consumers will opt for the low quality product because it is affordable. So those are some of the benefits that we have seen. And even some of the traders actually call and give testimony. See, I didn't know. When you call them and say, oh, are you able to log on the system? Do you need any assistance to reset your password? And then you explain it to them in 2 minutes, they are able to log on and say wow, I am able to view my imports clearance on my dashboard. I don't have to call to have it downloaded by an officer somewhere and then sends it on mail, and then the mail bounces. They are working directly and accessing all the information from the system.
Okay. I wanted to inquire about the people themselves now. I understand when you tell someone that now we have a provision of online, there can be a number of people bringing in submissions. Is manpower enough when it comes to at the head office, people who are handling all this work, because the applications could be so many, overwhelming and all that?
Truth be told, there isn't any service provider that will ever have enough personnel. I forgot to mention to you some of the core values of UNBS. One of them is innovation. If you have 10 staff, which processes, which actions, which innovations can you bring into play that will help you to serve your clients better even when you are still 10? I'm not saying that UNBS has all the numbers it takes, but we are using all what is available to us.
Okay.
All innovations available to us that can help us serve the clients faster.
Okay.
So the issue of manpower, yes, we are as an organization, top management has been lobbying for additional staffing, and we have hopes, because even in the recent past there are some recruitments that have been ongoing to support. Because you see, the services I talked about are for the entire nation. So that shows you, I talked about the regional offices. some of the regions, the functions that I talked about, certification, market surveillance, legal metrology, these guys will work on measurements. But there are some regions where not all the services are there. And the reason is equipment and manpower.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that, yes, in terms of numbers, we are not doing very well, but we are using those innovations that can help us to make the work faster as we also lobby for additional numbers.
Wow, interesting. Maybe as time has started cutting us short, if there is any other information someone would want to know about this new system, you could kindly share it.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, like I said, I told you about our address. But if you walked in any of your trader, for example, and you are in the bonded warehouses, any office of UNBS is able to explain to you the system.
Okay.
If you want to give us a call, we have toll-free lines. We have 0800 133 133.
If you can repeat it, maybe.
0800 133 133. We also have another one, 0800 233 233.
Okay.
You will be guided. The person receiving will be able to guide you on how to access and use the system, or if not, they will be able to link you to a technical person. We also have a WhatsApp number where you can send us a message, WhatsApp message, and the team will be glad to respond to it, either a text message or a voice note.
Okay.
And that number is 0713 227 580.
Okay.
0713 227 580. Those are the lines on which, those are the means of communication that you can always use to get assistance. But like I said, any of our offices in the borders of Malaba, Busia, Mutukula, we have resident teams there, and they have supervisors. So if you are a client at, say, the border of Mutukula, we sit in the same building with URA Customs. So you walk in, you'll find signage of UNBS. You walk in and talk to our officers, they will be able to guide you if you are in those locations. Head office should always be the last resort, unless if you have failed to get service there. And like I said, and I want to emphasize, head office is always on the system, because the new system has a layer that allows all the supervisors up to the executive director to be able to see what is happening on that transaction. So if there is an officer, probably that is causing a delay, already the supervisors will be seeing, because the system monitors at what time did the transaction come to you, at what time did you action on it to be able to go to the second level. So head office is always last resort if you have failed to get assistance from the teams in the field.
Okay.
But feel free always to contact us on those toll-free numbers, and then you'll be assisted.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. So as we look forward, what is UNBS planning for us in regards to different services that are offered?
UNBS is we are focusing more on putting in place a level ground. What do I call a level ground? Products which are manufactured here go through a rigorous process of certification, and they are awarded or authorized to use the quality mark. When they use that quality mark, it helps them access the markets in the region of East Africa and beyond. The same thing is what we are planning on imports.
Okay.
Because the certified product has a certification mark. The imported product must have a mark, which is the digital mark, the digital conformity mark, or most of the people in the market now are calling them tax stamps. Because that stamp, when we put it, it has two elements. The element of tax, but the element of quality. So on imports, it has not been fully implemented. So that already creates a bit of imbalance in the market, even to the users. Because you see, our focus is on the safety of the user, value for money. Of course, notwithstanding value for money. But how do you identify that product in the question? We are saying the one which is locally manufactured has a Q mark. So equally, the one imported must bear something. And that's the area that UNBS will be moving in the near future.
Okay, very interesting. Well, I think our time is past spent unless you want to wish people well just in a few seconds, and then we conclude.
Okay. Once again, Luke, on behalf of the management of UNBS and on my own behalf, I want to convey my gratitude to the management for giving us this time to come and share with the viewers on issues of quality. And I hope this is the beginning.
Yeah.
Let it not be the end, because it is always important. Information sharing is very key to compliance.
Yeah.
Many of the culprits that we encounter, by the time you start interrogating them, you find they are ignorant about the information of what on how they are supposed to go about the processes. So I want to thank management for giving us this chance, and back to the colleagues at UNBS, we have been called to serve, and let's serve the nation with all our hearts.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And that is Mr. Mathias Kaleebi, who is a senior inspector at UNBS. Thank you so much for joining us, and we also appreciate the information that you've given us, specifically our people out there. Well, we cannot go past this. I also want to appreciate you for tuning in this morning. Please stay on. More programs are coming up. But of course, we want to wish you a lovely day.
Issues at hand.